Hi guys, welcome to this session in Microsoft Excel. In this module, I want to show you how you can quickly navigate around a spreadsheet using a couple of tools. The first one is on the View tab, you have this navigation pane. If I click on that, this will show me all the tabs in this file, of which there are quite a lot. Now, as you scroll down, you can see that the first sheet I'm on, Basic If, that's opened up because I'm on that sheet. But there's all the sheets in this file. If I click on any one of these, it'll just take me to that sheet and open it to show me the different elements in that sheet. So I can click on various parts of this and it will highlight that part of the sheet. If I go back to the first one, Basic If, so I click on Basic If, it opens that up, and then I can start selecting items that are highlighted in this list, and it will jump to that specific spot. And then when you're happy with that, you can just close that off and go somewhere else, wherever you want to go. It's a quicker way to get to sheets if you've got multiple sheets. Now, I'm just going to close that one off. You can also do the same sort of thing or a similar sort of thing if you move your mouse to the two arrows in the bottom right hand corner and right click on the arrow. What you'll get is a list of the sheets. Now, if I just come off that one and go back to the other file. So if I click on that, right click, it shows you the same thing, and this has been around a long time and you can navigate to various places, but you click OK and then that disappears, whereas the navigation pane stays open and shows you all the elements on that sheet, which I think is really cool. If I go back to the right mouse click and go back to the first sheet, Basic If, click OK. So this is not bad, but it's not as quick. Now, if you want to navigate across tabs manually, you can just click the tabs, but you can also quickly move across the tabs by holding your control key down and using the page down button on your keyboard, and you can see it's just jumping across the sheet tabs. And if I do control page up, it'll just jump back. So these are just tools that are just sitting there for you to utilize, but you can also do this, and this is something I teach quite often. You can name a cell and then use that name to navigate to that cell. Now in this file there are quite a few names. You can see all these names in this file, hundreds. So what I'm going to do is get myself into a different file, Control N, to give myself a new one. So I've got a blank one, and I'm just going to get myself a couple of sheets like this, and on each sheet I'll just colour a chunk in. So I'll colour that one orange, I'll come into a different sheet and colour that one a different colour. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to name these, and you can see how this works. So I'm on sheet 1, so I'll name that, colour that red. So if I want to name something, you just highlight it, you click in the name box, you type what you want to call it. So I'll call this Steve, and you must press enter. You can't use spaces. You can't have spaces when you do names, unless you can have a little phrase, but you must use an underscore. So that's going to be called Steve. So I'll highlight this. This is going to be called Dave. Enter, and then the other two, I'll call them, it's still highlighted, so I'll call this Bill, enter, and Ben. It's not case sensitive, so if you're typing it with a capital letter, that's just for cosmetics really, you don't need to, Ben. So now if I'm wanting to get quickly to Steve, I could navigate to the sheet like I've shown you already, or I could just go up there and type Steve. Using names, it'll just navigate to that. I can go up there and type Ben, and it goes to Ben, and I'll go for Bill, it goes to Bill. So this is really useful when you've got a shared spreadsheet, because if you've got multiple people in a spreadsheet, wherever they last were working, whatever sheet that's on, that is where the cursor will be when you open that up. And if that's not what you want, you probably want to create something like this. So for example, if Ben is working away on here and he closes the file, I come back into it. This is where it's at. I just have to type my name, Steve, press enter, and it goes to my area of work, and I can quickly do whatever I need to do. And likewise, when I close it, Bill, Ben, and Dave will be able to type their names to quickly navigate around as well. So that's all I want to talk about in this little video. Some of the tools that you've got to help you navigate a large workbook with multiple sheets, or just navigate across the tabs at the bottom with the key command, or use names as I've just done there to move around quickly. So hopefully that information was of use. Thank you for your time, and I'll catch you on the next one.